Do you ever feel like credit cards are just traps in disguise? The truth is, they can either build your future or break your finances. But if used right, they can unlock freedom, power, and peace of mind. Today, I'm showing you how to use credit cards the smart way, especially if you're rebuilding your credit, you're recovering, or you're starting fresh and you're 40 and over. We've all heard horror stories and we've experienced some of them ourselves. Maxed out cards, high interest bills, credit scores ruined overnight. But what if I told you that the same credit card that once buried you in debt could now be that tool that you can use to help you rise? In this video, I'll break down how credit cards can actually help you build credit, 5 tips to use them strategically and safely, and the biggest pitfalls that keep women stuck in this debt credit trap. So if you're ready to turn that little piece of plastic into a power move, keep watching. Hey ladies, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Dion and I created this channel for women over 40 who are ready to get financially stable, wise, and free. After paying off over $60,000 in debt, I made it my mission to help other women like myself turn their money story around. And credit cards, yep, that's part of my story too. So let's get into the smart ways to use these credit cards. Treat your credit card like a debit card. So don't spend what you can't pay off. And I know that's easier than it sounds because I've been there. I still deal with it from time to time. So use your credit card for things you already budgeted for, like your gas, your groceries, your bills, and then pay it off full by the end of the due date. That way you're building credit without paying interest on the items that you've purchased. Keep your credit utilization low. This one's huge for your credit score. Try to stay under 30% of your credit limit. So for example, if your credit limit is $1,000, don't spend and max out your card to $1,000. Try your best to spend $300 or less on that card. Better yet, keep it under 10%, and then this will really help your credit score to grow faster. I did a video recently on how to rebuild your credit score, how to repair your credit after 40, after 50 and beyond, and I'll attach that video here. Always pay on time. Late payments hurt your credit score more than anything else. Set up auto pay for even if it's just the minimum payment, and pay extra if you can. Even just one 30-day payment that is late will stay on your report for about 7 years. Use 1 or 2 credit cards only. You don't need 5 credit cards to build credit. Trust me. Start with 1 or 2 and keep them in good standing and let that history build. Consistency beats quantity. So when it comes to building a strong credit profile. So over time, showing that you have been paying these 2 credit cards on time, consistently paying off balances, it keeps your interest low and it builds your credit score, and you'll be able to qualify for more in the future. Tip 5, use a secured credit card if you're rebuilding. So if your credit is bruised or you've been denied regular credit cards, try a secured card. So you can put a deposit of about $200 to $500 on that secured card, and that becomes your credit limit. And use the credit card responsibly. This is one of the fastest ways to rebuild your credit when you use it responsibly, where you're showing that you're paying your bill on time, you're paying it off in full over time at different times. So therefore, when it's time to apply for a regular traditional credit card, you qualify. You would have proven your trustworthiness with credit. So now let's talk about credit card pitfalls. Let's look at the things that we don't want to fall into, things that we need to avoid. These mistakes, they can hold you back or reverse all the progress that you have made. Carrying a high balance long term. Even if you're paying the minimum payment, a high balance over a long period of time can really rack up a lot of interest. Try to pay it down as fast as possible. Applying for too many credit cards at once. Each credit application that you apply for causes what's called a hard inquiry, and too many of those will lower your credit score and definitely show that you are risky to lenders. So be selective. You don't need more than 1 or 2 credit cards. Another pitfall to avoid is closing old accounts too soon. Old accounts are beneficial to your credit score, especially if you've maintained paying the bill on time. So unless there's a annual fee on the card that is high, like over $100, you need to keep that older account open. This will help the credit age, which makes up about 15% of your credit score. Another trap to avoid is only paying the minimum payment. Minimum payments will keep you in debt forever. Yes, it shows that you pay your bill on time, but you'll be in debt forever because you're paying so much interest on the balance that you have. So pay as much as you can, even if it's just an extra $10 to $20 over the minimum payment. It makes a difference over time. Now, why does all of this matter? Why does paying our credit card bills on time actually matter? I know many women over 40 feel like it's too late to fix their credit or to start over, but let me tell you the truth. It is never too late. Credit is not just a number, it's your leverage. It gives you options and it is your backup system. So let me tell you what good credit can do for you. It can get you lower interest rates. It can get a lower interest rate on a credit card and on a loan. Suppose you needed to replace your car unexpectedly and you don't have enough to purchase a used vehicle cash. You can go ahead and get good financing, a good finance rate, because you've been showing your trustworthiness by paying your bills on time. It also can get you approved for a mortgage if you're trying to purchase a home. And also if you're trying to get an apartment or to rent a home, a good credit score shows your trustworthiness and you'll be able to get the home that you are looking for. It also gives you better car insurance rates. A lot of people don't think about this, but if you have a good credit score, car insurance actually looks at your credit rating. So the better the score, the better the insurance rate that you will get, which means a lower payment. And it even gives you better job opportunities. Believe it or not, some employers do check your credit score. So what does a good credit number give you? It gives you all that I just listed. You deserve it, and you deserve to have choices. So here's the bottom line. Credit cards are not evil. They're tools. And when you are in control of it, they become part of your financial freedom story. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe to the channel, and definitely share it with other women over 40 fabulous just like yourself who need some assistance and some suggestions in order to obtain financial stability and ultimately financial freedom. And let them know also that they can rebuild their credit score, use credit cards as a tool to be able to reach financial freedom. Sis, remember, you are not too late. You're just getting started with more wisdom and more fire than ever before. Until next time, take care.